Welcome to the Dual Language Overview course, Module 2. Why are we implementing dual language? Current research on best practices in effective bilingual education program implementation links dual language programs with increased achievement results for English learners, and it has been related with the most positive cognitive, linguistic, and socio-emotional student outcomes. Being bilingual physically changes your brain, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Researchers Wayne Thomas and Virginia Collier have demonstrated through longitudinal studies that dual language learning is the only method of second language acquisition that fully closes the achievement gap between English learners and native English speakers in primary and secondary education. The graph you see shows the average English reading performance of English learners enrolled in different bilingual programs. The dashed line represents the average reading performance of native English speakers. Notice that at the elementary grades, we do see growth from English learner students in almost all programs. But by the time English learners reach middle school, their performance drastically drops, and the only two bilingual models that actually close the gap between English learners and non-English learners are two-way and one-way dual language models. Not only do dual language models close the gap, but students in these programs outperform their monolingual English peers by middle school. In Module 1, we saw this umbrella which shows the approved bilingual program models in the state of Texas. While transitional bilingual and dual language are both bilingual programs, there are important differences in their respective goals that greatly impact all aspects of their implementation, as well as their associated student results. It is the difference in these goals that makes the transitional bilingual models on the right subtractive and the dual language programs on the left additive. It is also why you saw on the previous graph that the transitional bilingual models are not as effective as the dual language models. Let's explore this a bit further. According to the U.S. Department of Education, the main goal of transitional bilingual programs is to use the English learner students' primary language to facilitate their transition to an all-English instructional program. Students begin their schooling mainly in their primary language, and as the student progresses to the next grade level, instruction in their primary language is gradually eliminated and replaced with English-only instruction. Common to both early and late exit transitional bilingual is the goal of promoting English language acquisition at the expense of primary language proficiency, resulting in primary language loss. Thus, transitional bilingual education program models have been criticized as subtractive and assimilationist in nature, systematically leading to loss of the child's primary language skills and diminishing of the child's multicultural perspectives and competencies. On the other hand, dual language models have the goal of taking the child's primary language, in our case, Spanish or Vietnamese, and adding on a second language, English. This is done by instructing the child in both the native language and the target language from the beginning of their educational career and all the way to at least 5th grade. Both languages are equally valued and equally taught, which makes dual language models additive models. Furthermore, a concept we would like to explore is that of the multilingual perspective and how dual language models address the needs of developing bilinguals. An encouraging shift has begun to occur in language and literacy education from that of a monolingual perspective to a multilingual perspective, where we no longer label our students as either English dominant or Spanish dominant or Vietnamese dominant. The majority of GISD English learners enrolled in our dual language programs are U.S. born. In fact, 86% of them are. This means they come from homes and communities in which 2 or more languages are used orally and in writing for multiple purposes, so their primary or dominant language is in fact bilingual. Their level of proficiency in the 2 languages might differ, but they do come to us with some proficiency in both languages. This means that our students need instruction in both languages every day, beginning at entry into the program And with dual language, we have the opportunity to do just that for our students. So why are dual language programs considered additive and enriching? Because in dual language, students are taught literacy and academic content in English and a partner language, aiming to help students develop high levels of language proficiency and literacy in both program languages, attain high levels of academic achievement, and develop an appreciation and understanding of multiple cultures. Dual language programs are beneficial for students because they promote bilingualism, biliteracy, cross-cultural awareness, and high academic achievement for our English learners. Some of the characteristics of dual language are that the instructional setting is one where language learning is integrated with content instruction. Instruction in one language at a time following the language and content allocation plan. Dual language teachers refrain from language switching and translating and employ a variety of sheltered instruction strategies to ensure the content is comprehensible for all students regardless of what language the content is being taught in. And dual language students use language like developing bilinguals, which means they may switch back and forth between language and they make linguistic approximations as they explore the use of language. Dual language programs promote linguistically and culturally responsive teaching. Teachers make cross-linguistic connections and incorporate cultural objectives. Teachers learn about their students' cultures, languages, and communities, providing a safe learning environment that connects to the students' background knowledge and cultures in relevant ways. Teachers address the effective needs of English learners by connecting to students' primary language, prior experiences, and cultural heritage to instill confidence and promote positive identity. Lessons provide content instruction that is culturally responsive. You have completed Module 2 of the Dual Language Overview course. Please take the quiz before moving to the next module.